Hey folks, how are we doing? So as you see, I had some fun today. Actually, I'm waiting for more belts, so I think I had one belt left, and I knew that I cannot do many blades, so I just went with one, and one kind of fancier one, kind of a lot fancier one actually, to what I've been doing lately. It was the last small flipper number 4, and I decided to do Timascus, and I'm happy. I don't think I could be happier. So we have small flipper number 4 with kind of that rock pattern or natural pattern. I don't know what would it be considered. There you can see that pattern in it. Pretty nice, matching the back, but the back is just regular titanium and it has that same kind of pattern. And then I changed those flats just to give that two-tone color to it, and I went with that kind of like orangish, bronzish, bluish to kind of match this. It's not like perfect color match, but the color scheme, like they are the colors, you know, there's blue, there's oranges, and they're like bronzish, just like it is on the Timascus. And I don't show you like this because once I start catching it, grabbing with the hands, it will change. This is that, you know, the fancy color. This is how it looks when it's nice and clean, pristine. It's not fun doing this because Timascus, to make it nice, and especially the pattern, it has to be perfectly, you know, like smooth, mirror polish pretty much. And so imagine you have all that rock pattern that you actually, you know, you start off with the rougher grinds, but you actually have to work and just copy each and every little groove finer and finer. And I think I start at 400 or 500 silica carbide and then buff it up, and a little bit of Scotch Brite too. The Scotch Brite actually helps a lot. It removes the last little leftovers that you might miss, because it's almost impossible to hit them perfectly. And as you see, Timascus pocket clip, kind of nice one. Also has that kind of little grooves like to go with the theme, nice and thin, works really well. Also works like that over travel a little bit, you know, it is over the lock bar. And to top it off, actually on the end I decided that I had a little left over, and what I did was the backspacer. And because the titanium is thinner than the space between the scales that I used, what I did was actually kind of press fit it and then just start off crazy glue just to make sure it's actually it's press fitted on the one of the back standoffs, and the other one is just around, kind of like copies it, because it was a small piece, but it works good. So it's kind of like suspended in the middle, as you see there, which is pretty nice. I do like it. I think it's a cool feature. And it also has the rock pattern. It kind of protrudes slightly. You see that? It kind of just sticks out a little bit on purpose here. I do like it. I think it goes well. Now the nice thing is this was really terrifying, because these small flippers are very questionable. There's so many things that can go wrong on me, you know, from placing the thumb stud. First off, that's, you know, you're doing it kind of by eye, really, you know, you go back and forth just having the thumb stud there, and you can't really mark the center of the thumb stud underneath it, so it really is just, you know, gamble. Then another thing, the detent is just so this one actually, the detent is riding on the actual edge of the tank here, but even so it still is the best small flipper so far. The action on this is just perfect. So you have nice flat grind, very fine satin. It's not buffed and it's not done with the cork. It's the same thing like yesterday, but I didn't do the cork, didn't do it too shiny. So you just have very fine satin. This time, actually, yesterday somebody notified me that the flats are slightly off on the one I did yesterday. I didn't even notice that they are off by millimeter. These are really spot on. Small little chamfer on the top, all the way to the tip, which is nice and, you know, elegant. And overall I love the knife. Nice, very lean grind here, obviously, nice and stronger tip, razor sharp. Again, little bit of file work on the flipper. Actually, one of the reasons why I do the file work here, because I don't have such a small wheel to get to this corner here to make it nice and clean. I can clean everything else but this very end. So this is like the best thing for me to do, just a nice little kind of Anzo style file work there. It gives it a little bit of look, I think it goes with the theme of the handle and the patterns I've been doing. And I mean, not that you need it, but it gives you a little purchase on that flipper. And D10, really good on this. Yeah, I have to really whip it open, but good action. It works nice, super smooth, perfectly centered. Actually, another thing I did was, because I put the backspacer and I'm running everything pretty tight, now I made sure that I actually did a little groove in that back of the backspacer, so if you push on the blade, you know, either somehow squeeze the knife in the hand or in the pocket, you know, to make sure that the tip doesn't hit that backspacer, I kind of grooved out little kind of concave groove in the back of the backspacer, so the blade has even a little more extra space. And it kind of nice thing about it is also it kind of shows you that this blade is perfectly centered as well. So really happy about this one, to such a degree that I might not even sell it, because I do like this. This is that kind of like, you know, I think the best one, definitely gotta be the best one. From the action, grind, handle, all the little details, definitely is the best one. I don't know, I don't think that I have customers that would just, you know, I'm not Tough Thumbs yet. I don't have customers that will just throw money at me, crazy money, to buy stuff from me. So I really think that I will just keep this because I do like it a lot. The flats are nice satin. It just, I got lucky. It worked out, and I'm happy about it. Definitely. I mean, the lockup, just perfect. Not too early, but not too late. Just right. The angles are good. It's rock solid, not sticky at all. I put a little bit of carbide there. It actually wasn't sticky even without the carbide, but I learned to put the carbide there because I've noticed that sometimes when you work the knife a lot, it will just get sticky. I don't know how other people do it. Actually, it was before. I noticed they used to get sticky after a while at a certain time of use, and then it stops being sticky. But it was actually before I orange peeled the lock faces. Now I orange peel the lock faces, which actually kind of like work hardens the surface, so it makes it pretty much work just like the carbonizing if you orange peel the lock face, and you know, it stops it from sticking. So like I said, I'm happy about this one. I hope you guys like it. You know, if you want, try to make me an offer, but I don't know, I really don't want to sell this, really don't. If you want to keep it, even though it's not #1, it just, the overall package just beats the first, you know, the #1 by a lot. So guys, thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.